Hello guys, I'm going to be working on a little box today. I'm going to go through the colors quickly. This is a Deco Art Black satin enamel. I'm using quick coat for this first layer. So that's why I'll be going in quickly. This one is Colourarte Aquamarine. This one is from the Diamond Galaxy collection. The teal magnolia, and then another Diamond Galaxy collection from Colourarte is the tiger eye. Love how this stuff just melts into the resin, because with quick coat you don't have time to be messing around. So this is the little box I'm gonna do. I got it from the Dollar Tree for $1. I taped up because I'm going to do something different. I'm just doing the top right now. Actually, I'm going to lay it flat. Yeah. So I'm going to just base it out with black. Took the two front little hooks off of it. I should have taken the hinges off, because that's gonna create an issue for me, I think. I put some spray gesso down first because it had a design on the top, which I guess doing it in black I probably didn't need to, but it also helps seal in the wood, because I don't know what kind of wood this is made out of. This is where the two holes were for the little lock that comes with it, so I just covered them. This is where I'm going to have the issue here. Pretty sure. I hope you guys can see. Okay, moving along again, quick coat. I'm just going to lay the colors in, and then I'm going to move them around. All right, plug your ears. And use the heat gun. Okay. The back of it I'm gonna have to paint or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sorry if you can't see, I'm just trying to get this back to go without, I mean, I covered up the hinges, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have issues with them. I was gonna leave that top alone, but I have to incorporate it somehow, right? All right. Let's see what I can do here. Sorry if you can't see, I'm just in a hurry here. See the Stonecoat, or the quick coat is heating up on me, or smoking on me. It's normal. Let me get this extra resin off. All right, so I like the top, I like the sides. As it's all dripping off. All right, I'm gonna have to put this somewhere. All right, give me 1 second here. I just gotta put this somewhere to dry. That's flat. Well, that's not gonna work, is it? Hang on, bear with me, guys. Come on. Okay. So I put that box over there. Not sure if I'll have time or not, but I emptied the rest of the resin that I had onto my surface here. And I'm going to heat it up and move it around. It might seize up on me, but I don't like to waste resin on purpose. Ooh-wee. It's gonna seize up on me. But I thought, while I had the resin, I don't have any coasters that are primed. So I thought I could get a couple of these little phone stands done. That one's pretty. I'm getting resin all over the packages. This one's black. Let's go right here. Pretty, pretty. I love those colors. All right, let's do one more. Don't want to have too much of the same color. I really like the gold on it. That may move some of this tiger eye in through here. Let's see if I can get a funky little design here. Missed a little piece here. I'll put some turquoise on it. Oops. Yeah, it's seizing up on me. I know, don't scream at me. I know I don't have a glove on. Don't yell, don't yell. Well, I guess the rest is gonna be a skin, huh? All right, so there. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Let me move this out of the way. I'm gonna see what will happen. Using a baby wipe to get the resin off my fingers. I just gotta get the bubbles. Hang on. And go low so I don't burn shit down. Just gotta get rid of the bubbles here. Just checking on my little box over there. I got too many things going. All right, I got this sun catcher from Resin mixed in with some alcohol. this the one that's broke? Damn it. Come on. My little sprayer thing, I forgot to swap it out. Damn. All right, let me just use regular, I'll just mist some regular alcohol on them. Just to see if they do anything. Oh, where's that sun catcher? All right, just gonna dip my little finger in it here and just sprinkle it like fairy dust. It's going that way. Do I have a fan on? I don't think I have a fan on. Okay. That bums me out. Look at, see how pretty that would have been? Look at that. All right. So that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll come back and show you what we're gonna do with it. Whoops. Can you see them? Hang on. Take you out. Ouch. See that? And then I'll take you over. Here's the little box. So I really like how that's coming along. Some good lacing in there. And these are some more of the phone holders that needed a clear coat on because they didn't go all the way. Love the turquoise and red ones. They were runoff. Turquoise and red was runoff of my river pour of this heart. When I get back from Michigan, I'll be resining that river pour. Alright guys, I'll see you back shortly. Guys, I lost some footage here. I thought it was recording, it wasn't. So it dried, and then I just put on a bunch of random stuff. I'm making this for my mom. She likes that steampunk stuff. So I put on some, see, it's kind of setting sideways because I have painted. I've moved on to the next step already, so some big mica flakes in there. This little scrapbooking butterfly, and I put some rhinestones on it. Little bicycle, put rhinestones on that too. Some crystals, key, clock, and this one right here is a little jewelry thing that I made with runoff on another painting that the colors kind of match, so I pushed that in there. And then that little heart says, "Until I see you again." Put some rhinestones there. So yeah, I don't get to see my mom that often, but I like to make her stuff. All right, so I'm going to flip this back over. And if you make these little boxes, do yourself a favor and go ahead and just take the hinges off. Don't be lazy ass like me. I just put one coat of black paint on it so far. So, I ended up taking the hinges off, but I did that after I resined it and it wasn't pretty. So go ahead and take the hinges off. And so this is the bottom of the box. So I'm just waiting for this to dry. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to resin the whole box or... I don't know yet what I'm going to do. But that's where I'm at so far. This is the spray paint I've used. Yeah, so that's it so far. Oh, all the stuff that I glued on, I used E6000. And I think that's it. So when this is dry, I'll bring you back. Okay, guys, so the black dried. So now I just used, this is glitter tape that I got from Dollar General. I think it was like $2. So I put the gold in the bottom, and then in the top of the lid I put the turquoise, which will match the stuff I got going on up here. So I just put some sealer on that because that is paper. And then I put, I use this spray Mod Podge sealer and sprayed inside the tape so that when I put resin in there to seal it in, the glitter isn't going to float. So that's where I'm at so far. So now, and then I sprayed I just sprayed this all over to give it a kind of a glossy shine. I'm not sure if I'm going to resin the whole outside. If it stays this glossy, I think that's fine. So that's where I'm at. So I'll see you soon. Okay, guys, I'm back. My sealer has dried, so I'm going to do just simple a coat of resin on the inside. It's just going to be I'm just going to like paint it in, and I'm using quick coat in hopes that, I mean, it may be a mistake because it does get really hot really fast, but I'm hoping that because I used the glitter tape that it'll set up quick enough that the liquid doesn't get absorbed into the tape and start to bubble the tape, if that makes sense. In my head it makes sense, but then again in my head it's telling me that it's going to get too hot too quick. So this is just a little experiment. I'm hoping that if I just lightly paint it on, and it'd be a really thin coat. I'm mixing as I speak because it's quick coat, so we don't have any real time. But Right now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm supposed to be leaving for Michigan tomorrow. But my headache medicine hasn't come yet, so if it don't come tomorrow, then I won't be able to leave. But this is a little box I've been working on for my mom, and I wanted to take it. I had to take my beach pieces to my friend Lisa too. I was gonna mail them, but I said, oh, you know what? I'm going there. She can just wait a little bit longer, and it'll save her like 30 bucks in shipping, so. All right. So as always, mixing your resin. I know you guys have heard me say it a million times, but just in case you're new, you want to get your sides real good, your stick. I don't even know if you guys can see me. Ouch. And get your sides real good. Make sure you get your bottom. And then once it turns back into crystal clear and no stringies in it, no cloudiness, then you're ready to rock. So I'm hoping this doesn't ruin the tape. So I'm going to press this down one more time real good. I have been, what's that called? Burnishing? Burnishing it. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't, because it's liquid. I mean, I did seal it, so looks like it's holding pretty good. I'm not getting glitter on my hands, so it looks sealed. But I'm going to just pour a little bit in there, and then I'm just going to paint it kind of on. I don't know if you can see me. So I'm just basically just going to paint a thin layer on, which is going to take a little bit of time off of the quick coat, so I got to be mindful of that, because you can't just pour it and go. So I'm hoping with it being a real thin layer, it won't have time to bubble up a tape, you know? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, because I don't think I'm saying it right. Good old migraine brain fog. Brain fog? Brain fog. It's lovely to deal with. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Plus my thyroid numbers are all wackadoodle again. So that also doesn't help with the brain fog. I had it removed, I think, last year. Yeah, last year. Thought it would help. It really hasn't. Alright. And I'm just going to lightly torch this and then do the, just to get the bubbles out. And then I'm going to set this aside. Let's see. And then I'm going to do the same to this one. These little silicone brushes are very handy for resin. You just wipe them off, and if you end up forgetting to wipe them off, then it just peels off the next day. And they are pretty cool because they're shaped and you can get into corners that you normally wouldn't be able to get into. So if you don't already have them and you want to try them, I believe I have a set that is in my Amazon shop in the description below. A link for them. I think it's just called silicone brushes. But it comes like with a bunch of them, different sizes. Alright, let me put this in the light to make sure I got everything. I don't have my ring light turned up full blast just because I have a headache right now. So, it's not a migraine just yet, but I don't want to turn it into one. Okay. So, give that a little torture-brew just to pop the bubbles. Do this one again real quick. Try not to light. Okay. So I'm going to let this sit and dry for just as I suspected. One of the tapes are coming up. No, don't do it. Ugh, son of a beehive. All right. Okay, I think it's down. If I just babysit it. It's the seam where I did the two tapes together because they fit perfectly. They're 2 tape wide. And it's the seam that seems to be covered up. Not funny, Lisa. That was totally a dad joke, wasn't it? That's okay. Alright, so this should set up fairly quickly, and then I can do the top. Alright, so that's it right now, guys. I'll show you this one. Look how glittery. That tape is fantastic. And then the blue one, and you'll be able to see exactly where it's lifting. See right there? Let me see if I can do this backwards. See right there. I guess if I just babysit it for a while. I mean, it is on the underneath of the lid, so people aren't going to be staring at that, I hope. Alright guys, so I will be back shortly. Okay. Let me get you close up on here. Oops, sorry. Here's the top of it. This is what I'll be working on. I'm just going to put a coat of resin on the top. I messed up the underneath of this one, messing with it too much, and it was setting up. So I'm going to end up having to sand that and then redo it. But I wanted to get this top done tonight before I go to bed. So, I'm just gonna pour. What am I gonna do? I don't really want to cover everything. I just kind of want to go around it first. Because some of it's got rhinestones on it, and sometimes the resin can... I'm worried about my little butterfly. I hope I sealed it good enough. These are okay to cover. Oops, sorry, I just moved the whole damn table, didn't I? Yeah, so the crystals I don't really want to cover because sometimes things like that lose their shine or their sparkle or whatever. I'm really having a hard time seeing. Okay, I'm going to warm it up a little bit so it flows better. And it'll also pop the bubbles. Kind of move it around, make sure everything's covered. And the resin will move like under these crystals so that they'll be on really good. Not going to cover them. I am, however, going to make sure my sides are done. Oop. I retaped the bottom I might not be in focus here. I'm just getting my sides. I'm trying to keep it down for you guys. Yeah, a lot of resin here. I'll pick up from here and put on my sides. Really thought this box was going to be a pretty easy job, but looks maybe deceiving because it's had its moments. It would have been a lot easier had I taken off all the hardware in the very beginning, like I should have, but I thought that my skills were better than they actually are. Why do I have bubbles there? I hope those aren't wood breathing bubbles. Let me see, let me see. Resin isn't wanting to go over that mica flake for some reason. Weird. It's coming off of that one too, but not that one. So strange. They have like a one-handed torch where you just have to hit the button. You don't have to, like, my torch has this thing. I have to open it first and then click the button. It'd be cool if they just had like one that you can just push. Koja contribution again. Isn't he nice that he always contributes to my paintings? That's husky life for you. Okay. I think we might. I think I can put on a pair of gloves or a glove without using my other hand. Let's see. Oh, I got two fingers in one. Uh-oh. Seriously? That's why doctors have assistants. Put their gloves on for them. I don't know why. It's doing that on the just the flakes. Maybe they have like a waxy film on them or something. I don't know. All right. Okay, so I'll let that sit overnight. And then I just have to put it back together. And she should be done. And I'll show you a finished picture of her. Okay. Whoa, I'm really zoomed in, huh? All right, so this is it with the flood coat on it. And see how I didn't cover the crystals because they would have lost their iridescentness. They would have lost all that. And I didn't cover the rhinestones. Alright guys, so once I have her all back together again, I will show you the finished product. I get from the best view here. Alright, so I'll see you shortly.